Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. Be sure to check me out over on Rumble. There you'll find all of my stuff from YouTube, plus my political and social commentary and weekly current events, which YouTube frowns on. Links to my Rumble channel, as well as my other YouTube channels, and links to let you order my books are in the description of this video. If you enjoy my content, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. Now, on with the video. Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a Recon, the role-playing game story called The Nuns of San Filipe. Years ago, my friend Larry was running a Recon game. Before I get into this, let me tell you about a book that I've written, and it's now published. It's available on Amazon. It's called The House Off Farrago Road. The House Off Farrago Road. Author's name is H.L. Anderson. As I said, it's available at Amazon.com. It's just a fun story about a house where the denizens are not quite normal. Mythological creatures and supernatural forces commingle with modern-day law enforcement and the criminal underworld. If the quirky weird piques your interest, check out The House Off Farrago Road. Anyway, back to the Nuns of San Filipe. Years ago, my friend Larry was running a Recon game. We were running mercenaries and had accepted a job for the Catholic Church of Mexico City. It seems a group of terrorists had seized a monastery in a little mountain town in southern Mexico called San Filipe. Our job was to rescue the nuns and the priest and keep them safe. The Mexican authorities were going to deal with the terrorists. Our job was to get the monastery personnel out and keep them safe. I was running the point man. My friend Gerald was running a medic. John was running a sniper, and Earl was running the grenadier. Our characters all had experience in covert operations, and we'd all agreed to a modest fee for the job. I mean, it was a job for the church after all, so, you know. We were dropped off by helicopter 10 miles from the monastery, and we snuck in on foot. Our plan was simple and went off almost flawlessly. John covered us with his sniper rifle while the rest of us went in and got them out. I killed the one guard and played lookout while Gerald and Earl went in and got the people. The nuns said that the priest had been killed, and so we took the 14 nuns and we beat feet. We hauled ass. Unfortunately, the terrorists found the dead guard and decided that they needed the nuns for political leverage. If you're hiding behind a nun, chances are nobody's going to shoot at you. I'm just saying. At least no good guys. We had a 10-mile running firefight with a dozen terrorists. Every time we thought we gave them the slip, they seemed to find us. We couldn't figure it out. We had to stop for the night, so we camped in a cave. We found a cave, hidden, got in there, and we camped. And it was there that we discovered that one of the nuns had a transmitter. There were only 13 nuns and one plant. The terrorists holed us up in the cave for 2 days. Finally, Gerald came to the realization that the other nuns should have known that the one was a fake. We questioned them all and found out that they were all fakes. The real nuns and the priest had all fled into the mountains, but hadn't been able to communicate that to anyone. So the church still thought that they were at the church, at the monastery. The girls had all fled to the church for safety, and found it deserted. They dressed as nuns to fool the terrorists. They didn't want to be, taken advantage of or killed or whatever, so they dressed as nuns, thinking it would keep them safe. Now, none of them knew each other, and so they didn't know there was a plant. That explained that part, and that was cool. The short and curlies was that none of them were nuns. As a matter of fact, we found out that 5 of them were prostitutes from the local brothel. A quick confab, and we decided that the mission was blown. If we weren't saving the nuns, then we probably weren't getting paid. We decided to negotiate our way out of the cave. The one girl who had the transmitter acted as a go-between and told the men outside that there were no nuns in there, which the terrorists pretty well lost interest. They just left. We made our way back to the chopper with the girls, and all 17 of us got to a lift to the nearest airport. We did not get paid, but the 5 prostitutes were ever so grateful for being rescued. We spent a week in a little old hotel right there just off the airport, and that was about the best we were going to get paid, so that's pretty much what we got. Sometimes you don't get the shaft, but sometimes you're able to, I guess, well, leave that to your imagination. I hope this finds everybody well. Hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all. There is a house in New Orleans where the monsters all hang out. When the police detective, who happens to be a skinwalker squirrel, uncovers a plot by a paranormal perpetrator, he has to enlist the aid of his fellow housemates. If you enjoy a modern, quirky take on historical mythology, check out my new original novel, The House Off Farrago Road.